Hi, David O'Sullivan here, and in this video I'm going to be doing a review for Captain America the Winter Soldier. I just absolutely love Captain America the Winter Soldier, just as much, maybe even more so than the Avengers. Captain America is one of my favourite superheroes, maybe my favourite Avenger, and Captain America the Winter Soldier was such a well done film, and it finally showed how cool and badass and awesome Captain America really is. The Russos did such a good job. I've got to admit, when it was first announced that the Russos were going to be the directors of the film, I was really worried because they'd only done like comedy before on TV and stuff, and I was like, oh, they're not going to make it a joke, are they? But it turned out the most serious, badass, awesome Marvel movie yet. I mean, they did such a good job with Captain America in this film. Like I said, they finally showed how cool and awesome and badass he really is. And it was just the Captain America movie I've always wanted. I remember going to the cinema really excited, really hoping it would be good, and I just absolutely loved it. I had such a great time. I was just like, yes, come on, all throughout the film. Just that the opening scene is so badass, with him just jumping out of the jet with no parachute, and then taking on all those guys on the ship there. Just the badass, awesome fighting moves they gave him, using the shield to attack, and all the new modern fighting moves he's learned. It was just so cool. Another really cool fight scene, Captain America taking down all those bad guys in the elevator, and just him escaping from S.H.I.E.L.D. and just taking down the Quinjet single-handedly. I just absolutely loved that moment when I saw it in the cinema. I was like, just yes, and that's why he's an Avenger. So good. The choreography of the fight scenes is done so well. And even though it's like a superhero film, watching it feels so real, especially with the fight scenes. It's all like done practically. The choreography is really good, and just the fight scenes between Captain America and the Winter Soldier are done so well. That highway battle for Captain America fighting the Winter Soldier is so good. The choreography, how it was all filmed, it was just so intense and thrilling and exciting to watch unfold. And then the whole twist about Bucky being the Winter Soldier, and then that was so good because I knew it was going to happen because it's in the comics and that, but with the Winter Soldier being this like deadly assassin, but at the same time he's this vulnerable guy who was Captain America's best friend, who ended up being like brainwashed and turned into this assassin for Hydra. It's just such a good dynamic to the character because he can be both really evil and relentless and unstoppable and deadly and badass, and also be vulnerable and this tragic character at the same time, because he's this good guy who was brainwashed into an assassin to work for the enemy. It was just all done so well. The scene when he's like being brainwashed and he gets the flashbacks and remembering who he was, and it's also quite emotional and poignant towards the end. And the final battle is really good. How it's just Captain America going up against the Winter Soldier again, and he desperately wants him to remember who he is, and he refuses to fight him because he doesn't want to hurt his best friend. And yet Captain America, he's just being like pummeled by him. He's been like shot again and again. He's been stabbed. He's just been beaten to a pulp. Just really hits you because you really feel for Captain America, because you understand why he doesn't want to fight his best friend, and at the same time his best friend's been brainwashed into this deadly assassin who's just beating him up, just going at him again and again, beaten to a pulp. And in that line, I'm with you to the end of the line, and then Bucky just suddenly triggers something in Bucky's memory, and he starts to remember. It's just, that was done so well, because not only was it just an awesome action sequence to end the film on, but it got quite emotional. I was almost crying in the cinema. I didn't expect that, and I saw it like 3 times in the cinema. I loved it so much, and it had the same effect on me each time. I mean, a lot of times you go back a second or third time and it's not as good as the first time, but the Winter Soldier, I think it was, and that's why I think it's one of the best Marvel films. Yeah, I mean, it's also, as well as being a really cool, fun, awesome superhero film, it was also a great film. It's a great spy action thriller. It's got elements of other genres in there. There's just the conspiracy, espionage, spy stuff in there. And it's just a great action thriller with these superhero elements thrown in. That's why I love it so much. It's just such a cool, awesome film to watch. And just the other characters as well. Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson the Falcon is just a great addition. He doesn't get that much screen time in the film. We've seen introduced him at the beginning, and then he comes in toward later on in the film. But he's just so fun to watch, and just the Falcon wing jetpack thing. There's just all the scenes of him just flying around are just so fun to watch. And then Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow, I absolutely loved her in the Avengers. I think Joss Whedon did such a good job with her, made her a really cool, interesting character to watch. But then the Winter Soldier, it developed her character even more, and you got to know even more about her and understand, what makes her tick and what's it's really like for her in that job. And yeah, Scarlett Johansson was just so good. Probably her best performance as the character so far. And just the chemistry with her and Chris Evans as Captain America, and of course Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier. He was so good as in that character, and really good in the fight scenes as well. You believed he was this deadly, unstoppable assassin. It was just really cool as well with the metal arm. The music by Henry Jackman was really cool as well, really quite different from any music of any other superhero film, and I really liked that. Music had its own cool, unique style to it that matched with the style and vibe and tone of the film, and the whole conspiracy, spy, thriller, espionage kind of thing. It was all matched together really well. Captain America the Winter Soldier, one of my favourite Marvel movies, one of my favourite comic book movies of all time. If you like this video, make sure to click subscribe to see more. But for now, I've been David O'Sullivan. I'll see you next time.